Hey everybody, today I'm Henry's HowTos. I'm going to show you how to make ricotta cannolis. Let's get straight into it.
Alright, so we're going to make our shells first. So we're going to start by adding in 2 cups of plain flour just into a bowl. To this we're just going to add a pinch of salt, about a 1/4 cup of white sugar, and we'll just mix all the dry ingredients together. And just create a well in the center. Now into the well we're going to add 3 tablespoons of white wine. I'm just using a Chardonnay for this. You can substitute this with vinegar. And we'll add about 3 tablespoons of full cream milk. Crack in 1 whole egg. And next I'm just going to add 100 grams of melted lard. Now if you don't want to use lard you can just use butter. But I'm just trying to keep this very authentic. And all we're going to do is just mix this all together. Once your dough starts to come together, just place it onto a floured surface and we're just going to knead this. Now you just want to knead it for about 5 minutes. Do have some extra flour just in case it starts to stick, but you should be fine. Alright, so once it starts to come together like a smooth ball like that, it's ready. So what we're going to do is place this straight back into our bowl, and we'll just keep that covered now and let that rest while we work on our filling. Alright guys, so to make our actual filling, it's very straightforward. What I've got in front of me here is 4 cups of ricotta cheese. Now what you want to do with this is try to strain as much liquid out as you can, because we don't want soggy cannolis. So what we're going to do to this is add in half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 cup of icing sugar, and just a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And just with a beater, we just want to mix this together. Alright, so once that's all mixed together, I'm just going to add in 1 cup of choc chips. Now these are just the mini size ones. I'm also using dark chocolate for this. You can use milk chocolate, but because it's already very creamy, dark chocolate works better. And we'll just carefully fold those in. Alright, and there we have it. So our filling is ready. So I'm just going to cover that up and put that straight into the fridge to keep it cold while we work on with the rest. Alright guys, so we need a floured surface now. Also just in a bowl here, I've got just 1 egg white and a pastry brush. So what we're going to do with our dough is just slice it in half, and we'll do 1/2 at a time. So we're just going to make it into a nice round circle. And have some flour on hand, because we need to roll this out. Now the trick with making cannoli shells is to roll out your dough as thin as possible. And when I say thin, I'm literally talking about 1/8 of an inch. Now if you want to do this the easy way, if you have a pasta machine, you can use that and roll the sheet out. Or you can just do it by hand, up to you. So just continue rolling until you can get it as thin as possible. So what you need to do now is get some sort of a round shape. I've got a cookie cutter here which is around 4 to 5 inches in width, which is just perfect for this. And all we want to do is cut out circles like that. Obviously try to get them close so we don't get any dough wastage. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. Hey guys, in the meantime, I'm just going to set some lard to heat up in a pot to 180 degrees Celsius. If you don't want to use lard, you can just deep fry this in vegetable oil. Okay, now don't throw this out because we're going to reuse it and re-roll it. So you can find cannoli tubes like this at most pastry shops. Basically it's just a round piece of steel. Now if you can't find these, you can just use a round piece of dowel or anything round. Just get the thickness right. And all we need to do is place the tube on one end like that, roll it over. Just before it touches there, you just want to get the slightest touch of our egg white and brush it on. And continue to roll like that and roll it over. So that's one done there. And just continue with the rest. Now in my case I've got 4 of these, so I'm just going to do 4 at a time. Alright guys, so once you get to 170 degrees Celsius, we'll go ahead and place these straight in. Just like so. Now basically we're looking for a nice golden brown colour. So you can use a slotted spoon to move them around. Alright guys, so after about a minute and a half, you'll see they'll start to slowly float up. And obviously you can see they're nice and golden brown, which is what we want. So just go ahead and take them straight out, and just place them onto a rack. Make sure to get all the excess oil out. Now the shells will instantly slide off the tubes, so we'll do that and continue. Alright guys, so that's all our shells done there. So you want to make sure they're nice and crispy, that's very important. So all that's left to do now is let these rest at room temperature for around 10 minutes, let them cool down. Because if we pipe them now, it's just going to go soggy. Alright, so to pipe them, as you can see, I've got a star-shaped nozzle on the end here. All we're going to do is pipe that straight in until it comes out of one end. And then we'll fill it up from this side too. Right up until it starts to come out. And there we have it. Alright, and there we have it guys. Now the best part is of course giving it a decent dusting of icing sugar. And there we have it guys. So let's go ahead and serve. So guys, as I said, storage wise, if you're not planning to eat these within the next day or two, don't put the filling into it yet. Keep them separate and then pipe them when you need it. If not, obviously you'll get about 2, even maybe 3 days out of it before they start to go soggy. Now variation wise, you can of course fill these with custard as well, or anything else you like. You can add some fruit into it, dip it in some chocolate, cover it with some pistachios, whatever you like. I hope you like that guys. Please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. If you've got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom and I'll see you all next time.